Looks like...
We kept the volley bear and we kept the jinx. However, we swapped the poppy from top lane to bot for support. We brought in a Vex mid lane, and it looks... Oh,
30
That
no.
is
seconds
a
until minions
That is a
spawn.
Xin Zhao jungle.
That is
It
a
looks like
Zen
they...
jungle. We moved volley to top lane. Harry decided to forego the volley jungle to go Zen Zhao. That's actually kind of good for this. And it looks like they kept the Camille, Yone, and Kaisal.
Looks like their flex picks happen to be against the junglers, which I think Talia was a good choice in the Xin Zhao, considering her uh, her floor tiles, since they stun anybody who dashes through, which is Xin Zhao's whole engage.
Yeah, and Mundo into volley. I'm not entirely sure on that matchup. I don't know who's really in the lead for that one, only because they both have pretty decent region.
Uh, if so, Voli has a lot less poke than Mundo does, but if they get into a brawl, Volibear
Volley
is going to
has
have
the hand.
a lot of healing with that bite.
Yep. Especially if either of them get anything anti-heal.
Looks like it was a bit of a respect play. They both kind of invaded and gave up each other's blue. It's a good call.
Looks like bot lane's already got a couple pings going down. They don't see the Camille, so they're unsure.
It looks like AU is pretty used to having Kai'Sa be a solo laner, more or less, for the first couple minutes of the game, letting Camille put a bit more pressure on the mid and the jungle.
Let's see how Vex is holding up against the Yone. We know that when Snow was playing Morgana, they were doing really decent against the Yone. So I'm kind of curious to see how the Vex is going to hold up against this pairing as well.
With Yone's dashes, I believe it activates one of her passives. Yeah, it does.
It does.
So she's going to get a lot more fears than usual.
That might actually be very beneficial here. Early poke. Once more, not pushing out too far, not rushing the farm. Letting it push in. Not taking that full brawl against the Yone.
Yone?
English is hard sometimes, alright?
It is very difficult.
Oh. That was a greedy play coming out of the bot lane. And they might get punished for it here. But the Xin Zhao might get the cleanup.
Might be able to clean up.
Looks like
he's gonna get one of them at least.
Yep, he did get at least one.
Some good awareness. He managed to get down there in enough time after clearing the scuttle crab.
He did. Did give Kaisal a little bit of a higher back against our Jinx, but not unmanageable. Just requires a little bit of playing safe.
I think the Poppy bottom was a good choice to try to stop the Camille from doing what she does early. But I wasn't sure. We weren't able to see what exactly happened bottom. So.
Yeah. We'll try to. It looks like, are they re-engaging this down the bot lane? They were getting the Xin Zhao out, and they did so rather beautifully, but Poppy's gonna die.
They still managed to get a kill out of it, so that's still rough. Looks like they have about a 2k down, about 2k, but if they manage to get a pick or two. Yone's playing pretty aggressive, so once once Jin Zhao finishes his clear, he might be able to... Oh, never mind. Yone backed off.
Yeah. It looks like the AU is being a little more respectful of the lanes, almost like they know that we're gonna play a little more passive.
Storm unleashed.
AU does... AU does, I believe, have higher scaling champs, so... Oh, that was a Camille roam that actually managed to pick off Vex.
And that was a Vex flash out of them when they got that. Camille is going to head back to bot lane. One thing I have noticed, and I know it's still very early in the game, but AU has a lot better wards than MSU. Especially last game, a lot of our ganks ended up getting caught out because they had wards. They had more
real
vision.
deep wards.
I think that might be a slight problem that MSU is going to run into here, is if they don't get a little bit better vision on the map, they're going to keep getting stuck.
AU is playing very confidently, it looks like. That Camille is putting so much pressure on the Riverside that it's very difficult for their Jin Zhao to actually do anything, but it looks like he's hard clearing top. He might be trying to do a gank on... Yeah, it looks like he's gonna be ganking the Mundo, which right now
Might not need it.
no, that's...
Volley is holding their own up top. It seems like so long as it's just 1v1, it's doing pretty decent. Gonna get hopefully a plate out of this. It does look like Mundo is backing. He's gonna have to do a pullback.
Yep, with that demolish, it looks like he's actually gonna get a second plating.
He did. That is some good early goal for him. We've got Yone coming in for an engage on the Zen, who stole red.
Oh, but that Mundo did collapse on that invade.
But we've got two coming in for
With
that.
the 3v2.
Good job, MSU. Good cleanup. We lost Zen for it. However, it did give Vex blue and red. Was absolutely worth.
Not dented.
Looks like bot lane has poked out the jungler. What kind of meanie would run an AP jungler? In Endymion, they actually had a Lilia jungler last game. Oh, we have a Sam fan.
They did.
That'll leave a mark.
Jinx is something I've actually noticed. They're pushing past the protection of their own minions quite a lot, letting the Kaisa get a lot of those W's off.
They are. Jamal, I am assuming you are a fan of our support. I see you saying lock in Sam. I'll let you observe Sam for a moment. However, it does not look like too much is going down in bot lane. Clearing some wards, getting rid of some of that vision that AU has going on, which is highly needed. They've got to make sure those stay cleared out. Oh, Vex is going to chase it. The burn. Will the burn get him? Ah, barely. That is one of those not even close moments.
Looks like there's a collapse on the Camille happening in the bottom lane right now. No, it looks like she got out, actually.
Yep. And Talia is coming in, so they might actually turn this around. There's that Camille ult.
Ooh. That was a really good combo.
It was. Jamal, you're gonna have to tell me what Sam's game name is. I don't know any of the guys by their actual name.
All will crumble.
Huh. I guess Sam is, in fact. Yep. Is our Poppy.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Not dented.
That Camille ult. I just kind of realized just how much that Camille ult is enabling,
You gotta
a lot
finish
of
that train of
combos.
thought.
Yeah, a lot of combos between this game. I know between this game and the last game, I've noticed that AU has put a lot of time into practicing around that Camille ult. Lilia, for example, gets a lot of value when somebody's trapped in there because
The bowling ball going through. Yeah.
yep, they only have so much room to dodge for that 2 seconds.
Yep. It does look like AU is gonna get the first dragon of the game.
Second dragon. But they are trading for Void Grubs, so it looks like, it does look like,
Oh, they just got the second, yeah.
yes. It does look like that MSU does have the pushing power this game, though. They managed to get all 6 grubs. And it looks like there's a teleport coming in from the Volibear, catching
Nah.
off that Talia. That was a good pick.
Yep. It was a good ult from the Vex too, but will they be able to get the Camille?
Only cowards run.
Who's going for the execute?
Executed.
Oh,
It was a smart play.
absolutely.
Mundo doing what he needs to, knowing that the Volibear can't get up to top very quickly, so he traded off for the platings.
We've still got.
Volibear does... Oh,
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Volibear does have the level lead in lane, though, so...
He does.
I think it might be good for him to put on a little bit of pressure, since before that Mundo gets too much health.
And it looks like our Jinx and them are down in bot. What is... Oh, they've caught the Zen Zhao out.
Oh, that was a good... Oh,
Almost got out, but it might cost us another kill.
it was a good Poppy ult, though.
Wonderful Poppy ult coming out of Bold. That is absolutely going to make Camille have to back, which might keep her from being able to do too much here, especially if that Kai'Sa pushes in.
The Jinx ult went a little wide, but
It happens.
it happens to the best of us. That Kai'Sa... may I see the items real quick?
Absolutely.
I think it was something I noticed that last game, too. That static Shiv is putting in a lot of value. Being able to
Team's turret has
keep
been
MSU
destroyed.
stuck under their tower.
Yeah. Once more, that Kai'Sa also has another bounty.
It's a nice ult by the Volibear. Good catch on the Talia.
Do the thing, Shadow.
It's a very good flash by the Mundo. I think all in all that was worth it, though. I believe that AU did manage to claim the Herald, so they're gonna have pressure. If they put it top lane, they'll have a lot of pressure for Mundo to work with.
Oh, it looks like our Jinx might be getting caught out here. Yep. That's
It's
barrier.
a good barrier, though.
Good barrier. Which does allow our Jinx to get out, keeping them from getting that extra gold. But it does also cost a tower. Good fear coming out of our Jinx.
That was a very good fear out of the Vex.
Out of our
But that
Vex.
Camille. Oh, did you say Jinx?
You did say Jinx! Look, it's a knight.
It's having one, yeah. That was a very good fear out of the Vex, but the that Camille buffering it with her E was very good awareness.
Shieldy.
Looks like Jin Zhao's clearing some wards on the bottom lane. Has Vex to back up.
But it looks like our Zen is gonna get caught out here.
That was a good ult by him, but
The test of good
yeah.
defense is taken.
Unfortunate.
And the face check did not pay off.
AU is getting a lot of value out of their pokes on our team right now.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
That is tower number 3 for AU, with us only having 1.
Looks like it's Infernal Soul this game.
Volley going in for an engage.
Is Vex gonna take that ult? She is. Kind of put herself a little too deep.
Honestly, at this point, they need to play for the Jinx. We have a lot of people trying to go in and do different things, and nobody's playing back to keep the Jinx in range. That Jinx is deleting people.
Straight too far.
Hello, Adrian. How are you?
Over there.
Kaisa securing the red buff. Looks like she's running around with double buffs right now. If the laning phase over, it's looking like, oh, it's a very, very good pick.
Absolutely. Without that Camille, that gives them some time to at least get something going here.
Looks like some teammate flaming for a moment there. They still haven't used Herald. Man. The Argonauts are just, they're just moving a bit. They're moving a little bit better as a team, always having somebody nearby to be able to.
They have follow-up. Everything they do, they have
Yes.
follow-up. They are prepared for the possibility of an engage at every turn. And that I think is one thing that we still need to work on a little better, is making sure that when we do take those fights that we have somebody there to help.
Doing that, getting another early Baron.
Rampage.
Not today.
Storm unleashed.
You'll stand
Looks
in
like
on
they're
shaky
also
ground.
going to take the buff for that too.
Yep, and since Baron is up, it gives it to the whole team.
Yep.
Miss you kind of struggling with the objective control this time around, but with the grubs that they do have, they should actually be able to do a. When they do get a chance to actually get some
push
tower pushing,
going.
those
Not dented.
absolutely nothing stopping them.
Yep. We've just got to get to that point where we can. Looks like everyone's moving to mid lane.
A-ramming it up. I like to see it. What a pick. That 800 gold bounty going to the Volibear.
Absolutely, and we've got 3 of them down for one of ours. That is absolutely worth.
It's absolutely worth. It looks like they do have the wave clear to be able to get this objective bounty too. With 6 grublets though, they may actually be able to push it another. Nope, looks like they're opting not to.
Give me just 1 second. I had to step away for 2 moments.
Storm unleashed.
Looks like Volibear is teleporting bottom.
It's not dented.
Thinking they are making the right call. They're gonna have to contest this dragon once they get the dragon soul. Ooh, that Exalt going through those. Oliver doing what he can to try to section off the fight, but looks like the damage just isn't there.
Ace.
Should be broken up into little pieces.
Red team has slain the dragon.
With that ace, it looks like the Argonauts do have Dragon Soul at 23
Blue
minutes in.
team's turret has been destroyed.
Sorry about that. The kiddo was getting very upset.
Blue team's
It's okay.
turret has been destroyed.
Got it.
Alright, so AU is up 4 dragons, 3 towers, and 13 kills.
And while you were gone, they also claimed the Infernal Soul.
Ah, even better. Let's take a look at items that we've got going on.
Shut
I
down.
believe it is the best of 3, Benny. Talia is going a full AP build. They currently have Leandre's and Blackfire is a lethal
Looks like they're
combination.
Looks like they're going into
They just
Shadow
finished
Slam
it.
at the moment.
They
Oh no!
no, they
Zonia's.
got Zonia's. Yep. So
Flash
What
by
do
the
you mean
Poppy.
it's cut off? Candy? It's there? Looks like we lost Poppy in that fight.
Kaisa did use her ult, so this is a pretty good chance for them to potentially capitalize if Volibear can get in.
Fortunately, it looks like Vex is going to have to go back to Fountain and get some healing done before they try to do any sort of engage, and Yone is just split pushing top lane.
Mundo's putting pressure bottom. Looks like they're...
Do the thing,
They're getting
Shadow.
split pushed out.
Oh! There goes the Vex going in.
Vex was immediately killed for it, however, left it open for 2 kills to MSU. But Yone is going to clean it up. There's no kill for our Jinx.
Could you show me the items real quick?
That is a team wipe for MSU.
Oh, that's an interesting Yone build. He went Stride Breaker as his second item with anti-heal. Good choice against the Volibear who's fed.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Does give them a chance to get what looks like 2 of our in hits
Has
down.
been destroyed.
Yeah. Unfortunately, with the base cracked open, MSU might struggle a little bit trying to get that map pressure back.
They do, however, have bounties, so if they can get up there and get some of these bounties down, that gold is going to be absolutely valuable at this moment. It looks like Jinx is gonna split push just a little bit, push out the wave to keep it from getting back in the base, which is extremely smart so long as we don't get caught out doing that.
Camille's trying to get some deep wards in, but with the encouraging super minions, I think Jinx is gonna have to. He's gonna be a little too far away to join in any fights that happen in the Baron Pit.
Which has me wondering, are they gonna set up for Baron, or are they just gonna try to push straight in the base?
At this point, I'm imagining that AU is going to be trying to get a little bit more, map pressure, so I think they're going for Baron.
Looks like MSU recognizes this and is just gonna give it.
Left hand. You're it.
They're a little late. They are a little late to it. Oh, Camille forcing a pick on the Volibear.
Volley won't seem to get out.
Vex going in.
Vex got the kill. Volley goes down.
Yone caught 2 of them. That Stride Breaker putting in the work.
Yep. And that might
Red team double
let
kill.
them push all the way in. I think that might be game.
Poppy up in 25. Yeah, with the super minions in top lane pushing through, it does look like it's gonna be.
However, Poppy, I do believe, has ult.
Blue
So,
team's turret has been destroyed.
yep,
Blue
nope,
team's turret has been destroyed.
Nah, it's just not fast enough.
unfortunately
Blue
not.
team's inhibitor has been destroyed. A summoner has disconnected.
It was a good showing out of